Hi. Today for you we have a fun fall apple activity. We're going to be reading a story and it involves cutting some apples. Yeah, so stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join us. I have Dax here today. Say hi.
Hi.
He is 4 years old, and we're going to be doing a fun apple story that I do almost every year whenever I've had a child of like preschool, early elementary age. A teacher friend of mine gave me this copy of this story when I was teaching preschool, and I love it and the kids love it. So I will find a link to the story. I know I've seen it online at different places. I'll find a link and put that in the description box. And I hope you enjoy this. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post new videos. So let's get to it. You ready?
Cut an apple? Yeah. Cut an apple.
Okay, the story's called, do you know what it's called?
The Apple Store.
It's the Apple Star. All right, once there was a little boy named Brad. He lived on a farm where there were many kinds of trees. Brad was a very curious little boy. He liked to climb and explore in the trees. He poked in every hole and peeked in all the birds' nests. He collected acorns from oak trees and pine cones from pine trees. Brad ate the apples from the apple trees. He made helicopters from the maple tree seeds. He liked the apple trees and apples best of all. One day, his daddy told him that if he looked carefully, he could find a star hidden in one of the fruit or seeds from all the trees. Soon his daddy came out with 2 apples. Put 2 apples here. All right, and sat down beside him. His daddy pulled out a small pocket knife and began to cut the apple in half. Stem up, right down the middle. Sorry for the shakiness. Okay. Brad stopped him and looked at his daddy's apple. No star. Do you see a star? No? Can you say that? No. Just shaking your head. No. Daddy, please cut my apple across the middle. Think I should cut this across the middle? Yeah, let's see what happens. He held his breath while his daddy cut. Brad peeked inside, and there it was, the apple star. Ready? You gonna help me? You ready? You think there's gonna be a star in there? Whoa. Not as pronounced as it normally is, but yes, there is a star right there. So now that we found our apple stars, we are going to do, I may see if I can make it a little more pronounced and do some stamping with some paint. Does that sound fun? Yeah. And I also think I want to do some science experiments with them. I have a sheet where you take apple slices and put them in different kinds of liquid and let them sit over a couple days and see what happens to them. So we might do that. And then we're also going to eat some, right? Okay, so we'll show you what we're going to do. Is some apple science.
Apple science. Do.
Okay, so I'm slicing and peeling some skin off of, we're just going to use half an apple and then we're going to eat the other half.
Yes.
So we have 3 different liquids. What do we have, Lane? What's this?
We have water,
Water,
milk,
some milk,
and Sprite.
and some Sprite. So we are going to place some apple slices, probably like two slices in each cup. And then we are going to, first we're going to predict what we think is going to happen to the apple slices. So do you think, we're going to think about, do you think it's going to shrivel up? Do you think it's going to turn
sink.
brown?
Sink.
Do you think, oh yeah, do you think the apple's going to float or sink? Do you think, but I guess, is it going to turn brown or is it going to stay white, I guess?
Count white?
Yeah.
No, what do we count as?
It's a little white.
Let's
So what do you think is going to happen when we put it in each liquid? But we have to guess for each liquid, so don't say yet.
Don't say anything yet.
Don't say yet. Okay, one more. Let me peel this one, and then we should be good. Okay. All right. So now.
Let's do water first.
Okay, wait. All right. So we have water, milk, and Sprite. So this is I just want to mark that the water is the yellow cup. Milk and Sprite, we can tell the difference. And it's also lactose-free milk. Is that going to make a difference?
It probably will.
I don't know.
Maybe like a
is the lactose, if it had lactose in it, would that do something to the apple?
Probably.
So maybe we never have lactose-free milk. We have almond milk. So we could have used that. So we'll see. I don't know if that would have made a difference. Okay, so Dax, what do you think is going to happen when we put it in the water?
I think it's going to turn brown.
You think it's going to turn brown in the water?
I think it's going to slowly turn brown. Just because it's
So we're going to check
an
it.
apple.
We're going to check it in an hour.
And I think it's going to sink.
Okay, wait. So we're going to check it in an hour, and then again in 3 hours, and then we're going to let it sit overnight. We're going to check it again tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So you think it's going to turn brown. Is it going to sink down to the bottom or just float on top of the water?
Float on top.
I say it's going to sink.
Okay, so Lane thinks it's going to slowly turn brown. So I'm going to do that and you think it's going to sink to the bottom? Okay, so we are back. It is the next day. And we have our cups of apple slices.
Yeah.
And so yesterday we checked them. I'm still filling out the form. We didn't fill it out yesterday. But when we checked it after 1 hour, we noticed that the ones in the water
Or a little browner.
right, started turning a little brown. But the ones in the milk and the ones in the Sprite did not turn brown.
Well, they started, but not as
Not
much
really.
as the water.
Not very, very slight difference.
And this
Then
is a gorilla.
we were supposed to check it after 3 hours, but we checked it probably
Like
4 hours,
Four,
maybe 5, maybe
4.5,
maybe 5 hours. I'm not really sure what time we checked it. So it's been 24 hours now because we haven't sat down to do this. We did check them this morning after leaving them overnight. We did check them, but it's been 24 hours now at this point. Can you go give me a spoon real quick?
Yeah.
All right, so
This
this one is Sprite, and you could see what's in the part of the apple that's all the way down in the Sprite
is brown.
It's like brown and looks like it's like mushy. I don't know. I'm not touching it, but it looks mushy. Right, Dax? You see that?
Yeah, it
Looks like the texture has changed. I don't know.
It looks like cooked apples.
It does. It almost looks like you started cooking the apples. So you were kind of right? Had some pretty good predictions. And the longer we left it, there was more changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw them slowly turning more and more brown. And like I said, the ones that are in the Sprite look like they got mushy, but I'm not going to touch it because that's gross. So yeah, that's fun. So now these are their paintings that they did. So now we're going to take some Sharpies and actually they're like Bic permanent markers, pens, and add some stems and leaves to make them look like apples. Or I told Lane too, since our stars you couldn't see very well, you can also make the little star in the middle with a Sharpie instead. While they're finishing up their apple pictures, I am going to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button. Definitely check out the description box down below. I'll have some links to a fall book haul video, and I will try to find a link to the Apple Star story. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. You guys want to say goodbye? Just lean over.
Goodbye. Peace out.
Bend down because I don't know if they say bye.
Bye. Peace out.
Okay.